Okay, so I wanted to run maybe like a small experiment to see whether or not Margaret's Grace would actually be good on any other unit. I'm going to use Escanor because obviously the meta right now is very hard to hit through, and I feel like he's going to give me the best chance for that. So the idea with the team is I'm going to try to put up pumpkin bombs on turn 1, or even try to disable somebody, so that way Margaret feels the need that she needs to put out the cleanse, so that way she can sort of survive, and hopefully once she puts up the cleanse, it'll put buffs on the enemy team, therefore making it to where I get extra attack stats, or I think it's just extra attack per buff on the enemy. I think it's buff or stance. The last time that I went against a team with this, it was a mono blue, and Tarmiel ended up putting a ridiculous amount of damage resistance on with his stance. So I was literally unable to like beat through anything. I literally used 2 level 3 Escanor cards, and I maybe did like half damage on 2 units with it, and it was pretty underwhelming. But let's see if he will cleanse here. This is obviously a really weird team because you're not getting Arthur's buff because you're not running full humans here. He does put up the buff. So he did cleanse first turn. Now he has a stance on. I'm curious to see how much damage we'll do to Arthur here. We have type advantage as well. 229k. Not bad, honestly. That was pretty good. I'm assuming he probably has Twigo in the back. That's 137k. The biggest thing is that when I run Escanor, I always use Merlin as my link, so that way I have extra crit chance. And I don't know how to feel about him having less crit chance just to put on the Grace, really. So I mean, obviously like I could tweak my rolls on my gear maybe, but not really ideal, I don't think. Alrighty, so I do have one more Escanor card. I think we'll go ahead and use it, and then maybe get Gother's ult. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we lose here. Either way, 2 ults in hand is nothing to scoff at. Plus, he's got the damage reduction from Margaret on. He's got the HP buff from Bon on. And that is just going to be too much for us. Let's see. I'm pretty sure we're dead here either way, but I kind of want to see how heavy he hits. And okay, I mean, I'm assuming he hits Escanor with the ult here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't really matter. All right, yeah. Spam your little stamps. It's cool. All right. Anyway, let's try it. Let's try it one more time. See what we can do. Alrighty, literally the same guy. So not really the test that I wanted. We literally got the exact same hand though. I think we'll disable Margaret this time, even though I would love to put love to have her use the the buff card, so that way I can actually get more use out of the Grace. I'm sure he's probably going to put the buff card on with Bond this turn, maybe. And I would assume the stance is going to go up as well. Okay. So the biggest problem here is going to be the HP that he gains from that buff card. So let's try and beat through this. Hopefully that beats through it, and then we'll just use another card to hopefully deal a little bit of damage to Margaret. So boom. Okay, we did crit on that one, and it dealt a lot of damage. Oh, it's so close. So now he gets 20% HP back from that buff, which is very unfortunate. That buff is absolutely ridiculous. That was more than 20%. It had to be. Either way. Actually, I think recovery rate goes into that as well. I don't really ever think about recovery rate, but that is definitely a factor. Alrighty, let's go for... I'm pretty sure the second card might kill here, but just in case, I wanted to make sure. So there's... if that would have killed, it would have helped so much tanking his ult. I have full ultimate gauge as well, so if his... I'm sure he still has a detonate card. It's probably going to be ultimate... Okay, he's using detonate card first. If we can tank the ult here, I think we win, but... I think the odds are kind of low. Unfortunate. I hate it when people spam stamps. It's so ridiculous. We'll go one more. Alright, I even waited a little bit this time just to see if we could get somebody else. Unfortunately, he's not using a Margaret team, so this is really going to be kind of inconclusive for our testing. So that's kind of unfortunate. I think we're going to prevent the shield from going up this turn. I think that would be smart. Boom. Only 97k. See, this is where the crit damage or the crit chance would really come in handy. Because I think, not that I think that I'm going to do double damage per se, but I think that the crit damage would definitely have helped a lot with getting him lower. Because, you know, obviously the lower HP he's got, the flood card's not going to do as much damage. Going for a big invasion arrow play here. Stunning Escanor, that's okay. Wait. Why did that not stun me? Oh, because I had her skill canceled. That is a feels bad, man. I'm wondering if I kill here. If I crit with this card, I probably kill. Nice. Okay. So that worked out pretty decently. Obviously, the testing on this one is very inconclusive. I may end up just having to do one more. Yeah, I think we'll actually just call this one, because obviously the only buff he can put on is Liz Shield, and even then I've got to beat through that to even be able to do damage with it. So we're just going to skip ahead to the next one. All right. Okay, so we are going against a mono blue team, which is quite a problem, because like I said, the first time that I used this team was against mono blue, and it was very bad. So let's go for an upgrade. I think we're going to try to disable Tarmiel as much as possible, because that stance card is absolutely ridiculous. I don't know if it's even really going to stop the stance card, to be honest. I think it will, but I'm not positive. We do have a counter now. Ooh, we've got level 3 cards with Escanor now, which is really, really good. He does have a revive with Liz, which is kind of unfortunate. But, he may have to cleanse, put up a stance card. Yeah, so here's a cleanse. Here's the stance card. And okay, so let's go for, I guess, a big Escanor play. I need to kill Tarmiel, but he's going to revive either way. But I honestly think if Margaret starts to put on, you know, if she starts to get big stacks and stuff, then it's going to be a big problem. So 122, only 78k on that. That's actually kind of ridiculous. Oh, no, I thought it wasn't even actually 122. The damage ticks up because Tarmiel actually takes damage from the hit itself. So obviously that is with, you know, him having a damage reduction card on, which is a big problem. Okay, he's using another cleanse card. Okay, this is where it's gonna get bad. I think... See, and now I can't... I was gonna try to stall. I can't even do anything because the revive, like, I'm not gonna be able to beat through this. And then the stance card, like, the mono blue team is actually ridiculous. Oof. I kind of wanted to put up the level 3 stance there, but I was like, nah. Because honestly, Tarmiel's probably going to destroy me with his ult either way. And then all the stance would really do is make Margaret attack Chandler, but like I said, I'm pretty sure he's dead, so it doesn't really matter. All right, let's see if this wipes the whole team like I think it will. And it does. All right. In conclusion, I don't think that it's worth using the Grace on anybody else, to be honest. I think it's a decent part to Margaret's kit, but if you have Margaret and you're just trying to use the Grace, I honestly think you'd just be well better off or better off just using Margaret as a character instead on the team. So yeah, I don't know, just a weird little test. I kind of wanted to mess around with it. Originally I was going to do some Deanne gameplay, but I didn't pull her, so oh well. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I kind of just stalling until we see when the news comes out this week, because I don't think it's supposed to come out on Thursday again this week, like the new patch. So I'm hoping that tomorrow night into Monday morning, the news should come out hopefully, and we'll see what next week has to hold. So anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I don't know, just kind of a weird little PvP testing video, but that's pretty much all I got for you. So thanks so much for watching. Feel free to subscribe for more content in the future, and I'll see you in the next one.